such a big show. And you guys managed to make North Carolina cool.
This is What a Joke
with Tom Papa and Fortune Feimster
on Netflix is a Joke Radio.
You play kind of a badass.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing that. I love seeing strong women just kicking booty. What did you think when this part came up?
I got the first audition, and it just said, she's spinning this knife, and I was like, oh, that's like the coolest thing I've ever heard before. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is really, really cool. And then I got the part, and then they sent me all the scripts, and I was like, oh, like she's even cooler than just like twirling a knife. And then, the future of this character is really wonderful.
Yeah. And you had to do an accent too. Did that come pretty naturally?
No, I wouldn't say it came pretty naturally. That took a lot of work. I had a dialect coach that I work with, and also being on YouTube, like I watched a lot of mashups, on YouTube, you'll see like the mashups of like the different dialects, and I would follow like certain people, or they'd be recording themselves like in school in the Bahamas, and I would just study for hours, and then just like eventually like picked it up.
Oh, wow.
That's so tricky.
I can't do accents. Fortune, can you do anything besides Southern? I'm like, no.
But Southern is an accent, so you already got one.
That is true.
It's built in.
This is true. I'm already doing one.
Where is she? You know what?
Take your hands off. I'll cut you.
You better not have hurt her.
She's with the boss, man. He's been looking all over town for you.
Tell me where she is, or I'll... Okay, you know what?
Come on, man. Too pretty to cut. Come along. Nice and easy. Gonna go for a little ride.
You're on the boat, right?
Maybe. They call me Cleo.
Where are we going, and where's Sarah?
Relax, man.
If she's not okay, we're gonna have a big problem.
Come on, man. They say you kill a cop. That true?
No.
That's too bad. They told me you were a killer. I was about to be afraid. Copper probably deserved it.
No, she didn't.
Are lucky enough to get parts like this and get success, do you still study the craft of acting, or do you just get caught up in going role to role and just use what you've got and just kind of do it on project to project?
Yeah, I got into this because I got into acting because it was something I really loved to do. And not just like, the glitz and glamour part, which is cool too, but like I actually love creating characters. Like I love the research of it. I love the rehearsals. I love the trying different things. I love that. Especially with this character, I got to learn how to drive stick, and I learned how to twirl a knife, and I have all these great stunts. Like that's the fun part for me. So yes. Every role, every character, I'm really focusing on representing, whatever character that I'm doing and telling, being honest and truthful for me. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. And do you go beyond what the writer gives you then? Are you like looking for creating a backstory, like having this character?
Absolutely. And especially like with this project, I made a concerted effort to talk to our show creators and get to like, okay, what was your idea of Cleo, when you thought of this, like what didn't make the page? So once we had those conversations, I used the backstory and I would diary like in the voice of my character.
Right. Yeah.
And that's kind of, and I'll have like cue cards everywhere. Like my process is like crazy. Like I'll have cue cards everywhere. My script is in all these different colors, and I'll just kind of continue to layer every day, like a few hours a day.
Wow. That's impressive. That's real acting.
Can you do that for my characters?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Whenever you want me to, I'll do it for you.
You guys were in the Bahamas, right?
I don't know. Barbados. We filmed in Barbados and cheated it to look like Bahamas.
Nice. How was that?
Fun. Amazing. I'm moving to Barbados. Like really? I'm definitely gonna. I see why Rihanna goes back so much.
Yeah, I've never been there.
You gotta go. It's beautiful, and the water is like not even like blue. It's like this turquoise. It's beautiful turquoise.
Amazing.
Could you live on an island full time though?
You're right. I think maybe way down the line when I'm ready to retire, I could live full time. But I think I could do like a little bit of like the city life and then go to the island to like relax a little bit.
I know it's like very exciting down there when people are filming things because it's not as much of a hub. Did you guys get like people looking and?
It was like, oh, this is a really big show.
Yeah. Oh,
like
they were getting recognized there?
Yeah. Like, you know, because we were actually out in public as opposed to in South Carolina, you know, in the apartments or in the homes, you know. Right. But that's when I really was like, oh, there's fans everywhere.
Wow, that's gotta be cool.
Amazing.
Yeah. There were some fans actually camping out, like in the morning. I had like a room like that. Seeing the beach, and like in the mornings when I wake up to go to work, there'd be fans out there waiting with signs, sometimes in the water.
Whoa.
Like that early in the morning, like, we love you, John B, we love you, Sarah, love you, Kiara. Like it was crazy. Every day there'd be fans.
Yeah, they seem to have an equal amount of love for all I mean, I know they love that Chase guy because he's like the you know, he's that heartthrob that's like 17 who's really like 26, but but they have a lot of love for everybody.
Yeah.
Testament to a fun, good show.
Oh, come on!
Get down here! Come on!
Help! Come on! Come on!
We gotta go! Let's go, Pete!
Get! Help! Come on, help! Somebody help me! Come on! Are you okay?
Yeah.
Come on, pull! Come on, pull! Come on! No! Hey, no! Damn it! Come on, pull!
Like growing up, they would always sell those OBX stickers off the island. You would see if you would see them on a car somewhere, you know, you'd be like, oh, they know the Outer Banks. Like right. Like you were part of this like little inside thing, and now that it's like OBX is like everywhere, you're like, that's such a trip.
Yeah. Now everybody knows it, so now it's like you don't know if they know the Outer Banks or they watch the show.
Exactly. But it's such a cool. I know you guys aren't filming there, but it's such a cool little place that it's nice to see them get that kind of attention.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go someday.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous there. It really is.
Go before in
it
the
sinks.
next 30 years before the hurricanes take it out.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That whole area of North Carolina gets pummeled because it juts out in the water. It juts out, so any hurricane that comes up the coast just rips right into that area.
I dealt with a lot of hurricanes because I'm from Florida. I lived in Florida for a while, so I definitely. I prefer hurricanes over earthquakes because we have earthquakes here.
I know.
And I definitely prefer hurricanes because at least you know, it'd be like, you know, getting a glass of water and all of a sudden, I'm like, what is happening?
They tell you when one's coming. The earthquakes definitely catch you off guard.
Yeah.
You're like, why is because a lot of them happen at night. You're like, why is my bed moving?
I know.
And every time I do the same thing, like I haven't been through an earthquake. Every time I'm like, is the world ending?
Yeah.
Like, just feel my bed just like shaking, like uncontrollably.
I know.
Really
wild. We
wild.
were just talking about where we would live that didn't have crazy weather stuff, and it's hard to find a place.
I was gonna say, did you find anywhere? Because everywhere got something.
Yeah, all the places that seem the safest are also very cold. I'd rather risk an earthquake than be in Minnesota. It's time for Joe's question of the day.
It's time for Joe's question of the day.
Can you bring your own taser?
It's time for Joe's question of the day.
Wow. Wow.
Is that longer than Tom and Fortune's intro?
That's one of my shorter ones, Zach.
Oh.
Do you think polyamory can ever work? And could you ever be a part of it?
I am so on board with being in a polyamorous relationship. Ideally, I would be one of like the sister wives situation. Do whatever. YOLO. Life. You only live once. That's what YOLO means.
I just don't see jealousy staying out of this equation forever. How in love with this person are you that they also have two other people on the side?
I think I will only ever be medium in love with anybody.
I'll agree with you there. That's my problem is you're going to add more people. That's not better. More people is not. That's
You're
why,
right.
That's why you get in a relationship with one person is to say no to everybody else.